writing week, we're talking about our favorite genres to read and write. When I read, I tend to not stick to one genre, which I talked about some in my video about popcorn fiction and Twilight, and that's kind of okay to read Twilight if that's what you like. So coming up with a favorite genre to read was a little bit difficult for me this week. I started by thinking about my favorite books, and two of my favorite books are Me Talk Pretty One Day by David Sedaris and The Undertaking by Thomas Lynch. Both of those books happen to be nonfiction, so I think one of my favorite genres to read is nonfiction. Nonfiction as a genre is something that a lot of people don't get. They think that it's mostly these dry things about facts and dates and it's serious business. There are some, like Lucy Greeley's autobiography of Efface, which is basically all about her having jaw cancer, and it's kind of sad, really sad. But there are also books like Me Talk Pretty One Day, which are hilarious. If you've never read any nonfiction, particularly because you thought it was stuffy and full of facts and dates and very, very serious business, you should definitely read something of David Sedaris. He's got 3 nonfiction books that I really enjoy. Me Talk Pretty One Day is by far my favorite, but I also highly recommend Dress Your Family in Corduroy and Denim and his latest book, When You Are Engulfed in Flames, which is the best title ever. So that was all nerdy and intellectual and creative writing program approved. But I'm also really into genre books. I read sci-fi and fantasy and a little bit of horror and a lot of media tie-in and manga and comic books, which not really genres, but you know what I mean. But there's a big difference between reading those genres and being allowed to write them. And if you went through a creative writing program, you were probably told over and over and over again not to write genre fiction. There's nothing wrong with writing genre. What KL and I think Katie talked about some in their videos is that genre writing is okay. And I agree entirely. But I had to kind of de-brainwash myself because I had gone through a creative writing program and had been told don't write genre fiction. And it was unfortunate because that was kind of what I wanted to write. And actually, I'm way more comfortable writing genre fiction. Sci-fi is so intensely interesting to me because you get to reimagine things in a way either looking back at the past, if you're writing like steampunk, where you're reinventing technology to use steam-powered or clock-powered technology, or you're looking ahead to the future and playing with photon lasers and wormhole theory and astronuclear physics. Because I'm very interested in how technology influences us. So I like writing sci-fi. Specifically steampunk. Because steampunk is about reimagining technology and it's a whole can-do attitude, and I am into that because I think we can do. And I think there's way too much pessimism in the world and we need some more optimism, and that's why I really like steampunk, because it's all about optimism. It's about going back to that Victorian period of time where there were a lot of inventors and a lot of people saying, we will build an empire. I don't know. Empire building is cool because people are excited about something. And I think more people need to be excited about things. And that's why I like steampunk. So what's your favorite genre? Tell me in a comment, make a video response, flail about it, be excited.